Everton, yet to win this season, made 6 changes against a Huddersfield side that left out danger man Jordan Rhodes. But the Terriers' night was almost over before it got started, just 6 minutes in when Marouane Fellaini headed home a searching cross from debutant Magai Gueye. Lee Clark's men fell further behind 7 minutes later, Jack Rodwell producing the kind of finish that should have Fabio Capello looking in his direction. But just before the break, the League One club were thrown a lifeline. Joey Gudjonsson's deep cross was met by Gary Roberts, and when the ball came back off the woodwork, Johnny Heitinga found himself in the wrong place. Huddersfield swapped goalkeepers at half-time, Ian Bennett replacing Alex Smithies, and it wasn't long before Bennett was fishing the ball out of his net. As Everton went in search of a third, Damian Johnson's missed-time tackle on Jack Rodwell presented Jermaine Beckford with a chance to open his account for his new club. Revered in West Yorkshire last season with Leeds, Beckford restored Everton's 2-goal advantage. And that should have been stretched even further. Seamus Coleman playing a neat 1-2 before being bundled over by Lee Peltier. Already booked, the former Liverpool trainee was shown red and dismissed with still 20 minutes left on the clock. Dutchman Heitinga insisted on taking the penalty but missed the chance to atone for his earlier error. But it wasn't long before Moyes' men made sure of the win. Louis Zaha, on from the bench, scored with his first touch. Huddersfield's misery on Merseyside was complete 5 minutes from the end. Coleman's cross met by the head of Leon Osman as Everton cruised through to round 3.
At least Everton won't have the distraction of a Carling Cup run to worry about as they look to pull clear of the Premier League drop zone. They have League One Brentford to thank for that, despite the Merseysiders taking a 6-minute lead. Seamus Coleman with his first goal for the club. The Bees had to ride their luck in a slow start. Aigbeni Yakubu had already missed a free header for the visitors, and then Marouane Fellaini was cursing a post as Premier League class threatened to turn this one into a rout. But the West London side eventually settled, and 4 minutes before half-time, nobody in an Everton shirt seemed to be bothered as Miles Weston raced unchallenged down the left flank. Given acres of space, he sent in a cross to the back post, which was met by Gary Alexander, and Brentford were level. And they should have been ahead in the second half. Weston's pace too much for Coleman, who brought down the Brentford man for an obvious penalty. But Charlie McDonald was denied by Slovakian international keeper Jan Muka. Extra time couldn't separate the two sides, despite the best efforts of Phil Jagielka. Weston, who seemed to be everywhere, with the header off the line. And so it went to penalties. It was 3-3 when Jermaine Beckford stepped up. Keeper Richard Lee making a rare appearance, an unlikely hero. No such problems for McDonald. If he'd just done that with his first spot kick in regulation, none of this drama would have been necessary. Jagielka had to score to keep Everton in it, but when his effort came back off the post, Andy Scott's Brentford had pulled off the shock of the round.